Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have more cool comic book slash film slash story discussion fun. This topic will be about legendary singer named Evelyn Agee. Yes, and I will also be comparing power levels of Evelyn Agee in terms of her skill sets, musical talents, and prowess in the musical industry. Okay, Evelyn, like many other great gospel singers, had humble beginnings. And in fact, like other multitudes of genres of singers as well, she had earlier on, it wasn't that easy in her household. But despite that, her family stayed strong to a biblical gospel background. They were Christian and they were immersed in Christian activity. Her father was a singer in a quartet group. He was also a minister, and the mother was supportive in all of those. The daughter, Evelyn, started singing at 3 years old. Yes, she was a musical prodigy. Her father used to take her to church and hold her up and have her sing in the church, and the fans demanded it, of course, and she was a little tiny toddler. That was amazing. So she grew up singing in church and listening to her father, and they had a strong influence over her. But her family did have hardships earlier. In fact, they were extremely poor and impoverished. And they had at least 18 siblings in the household. So yes, Evelyn had 17 brothers or sisters in addition to herself. So, but still they kept the faith and they were decent, Christian, loving God, fearing God, loving people. So through her teenage years, Evelyn joined at least two different groups. They were family groups. One was led by her father and one consisted of her sisters. So they did the church circuit thing and she gained popularity a bit, but not national fame until she would move to Detroit, Michigan, of course. And she would live out her duration there, and she's still alive today. So she moved to Detroit and joined a gospel group there. And at the same time, she went to school, she went to college, and eventually she got a master's. No, she didn't get a master's. She got a bachelor's degree in psychology somewhere. I think it was so she could get a good job with that degree. Despite her recording albums and singing at the same time, she chose to prioritize her career over anything else, and amongst all of her great things she had going on in her life. Okay, so she joined another group she either joined groups or formed them, and she contributed heavily to those groups' success by writing multitudes of songs and standing lead singer vocally. She's also known as the Queen of Quartet, because it is said that she can sing just as powerful as lead male quartet singers. But nevertheless, despite her being very successful in groups and comfortable in that situation, she started to desire a solo career. So she would go on to produce at least 9 studio albums. I think some of them included live albums performed live on stage, of course. Her power levels are this: she's an amazing, powerful songwriter that contributed to much of her or all of her solo success and group success as a lead singer. She's a powerful stage performer that could connect to the people's hearts and spirits and provide them what they need and should have in terms of spiritual healing and cleansing. And she performed hundreds, if not thousands, of shows over the course of decades. That is amazing. So she was a powerful, tireless performer who performed many, many shows and performed at a great top tier level, of course. And of course, she later became a minister full on, and she contributed to many youthful projects for at-risk youth and other particular things that require carrying acts of good. Okay, folks, let me know how you feel about this one.